Good morning, David Wong here. Okay, so beef, loved throughout the West. However, in many Asian cultures, beef is not really eaten a lot throughout history. That's because cattle or ox were often used for labor, and there was actually a time during Chinese history it was forbidden to eat beef. Saying that, China has some of the best beef dishes I have ever tasted. I'm going to show you that today. Okay, if you like what you're seeing, please hit that massive like button and subscribe. Also, please comment down below what is your favorite Chinese beef dish. Enjoy this one. Okay, the Chinese beef kebab. It looks absolutely delicious. Oh. It's literally basically a rump steak, but cut into cubes, marinated with Chinese flavors, on a stick and barbecued. Into Chinese spices and aromatics. It's basically a Chinese flavor steak kebab. Extremely soft, extremely tender. It's absolutely amazing. An absolutely amazing starter. Right, I have a plate of oyster beef here. So, sliced into medium thickness, fried with some peppers, obviously oyster sauce. It's covered in corn flour. Let's taste it. Right, the beef stir fried in oyster sauce. Oh, that's another one. It's super soft. The texture is amazing. The taste the oyster sauce and there's a bit of sugar, but the texture and the taste marries together so well. Now, I find with Western cooking, a lot of the meat are sliced after it's cooked. So roast beef, there's a carving section. Roast lamb or roast chicken is carved at the table. The Chinese do it the other way around. When you get a big piece, a big slab of meat like this rump steak, it's sliced into thin pieces first. Then this gives them a chance to really go through, and they tenderize it with corn flour and baking soda. But trust me when I say this, it literally, it's like butter, it melts in your mouth. I think the hot wok as well, because the beef, once it goes into a wok, it literally cooks in seconds, because it's stir fried very quickly. That's why it retains the moisture, it retains the texture as well. Oh, look at the juices coming out there. Oh my gosh. Okay, right here we have China's answers to the beef burger, okay? The Ruojiamo, the Chinese hamburger. It's usually made with pork, but it can be made with lamb and beef as well. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Oh yeah, oh that's delicious. The meat is so soft. The bread completely contrasts the meat. The bread has got a bite, it's chewy, the bread's got a bite, it's almost got a crunch, and the meat is lovely and soft. Strong beefy taste. Look. This is amazing. So unlike an American burger where it's loaded with loads of cheese, you know, with burger sauce, this has lots of spice and aromatics in there. Equally as delicious, if not more delicious. Now you have to try the Chinese beef burger. Oh my god. It's so good. Right, the black pepper steak. Oh, wow. Wow. For a big piece of meat like that, it really completely dissolved. Oh, super soft, really peppery. Taste the savouriness, I taste the sweetness in there. That is delicious. For the life of me, I don't know how they get it that soft, but it's super peppery. I love the pepperiness in there. The texture is phenomenal, it's amazing. The taste is just right, not too salty. I actually taste a hint of sweetness in there. Absolutely delicious. Right, look at the thick black peppery sauce. The beef, my gosh, so soft. It's got, look, there we go. You can point it through my chopsticks. That's some tender beef there. It's fried with some lovely mushrooms. The mushroom is equally as delicious. Now I think if you're vegetarian, you can actually get the mushroom stir fried in black pepper sauce. It's a good alternative as well. But this is so mouth-watering, tender and soft. And it's the flavour as well, the black pepper sauce. The Chinese know how to cook a steak, I give them that. My gosh. In case I didn't show the softness before, but look, let's do the chopstick test. If it pokes through, that means it's tender and soft enough. Any piece, right? Any piece, there we go. See his chopstick coming out. Alright, so this is the Chaoshan Beef Hotpot. Look, the beef is sliced super thinly, right? And apparently it doesn't fall in. Nope, it doesn't fall in. Okay, so this hotpot apparently eats every single part of the animal. And they cut it up into super fine slices and you put it into hot broth. It literally cooks in seconds. 这个肉为什么会掉不下来？
因为每天都现切了，没有一点水分，所以说比较新鲜。
没有水分，
直接粘到这上面了。
哦，好的，好的，好的，谢谢。
因为在切。
Okay, so what the waiter said, apparently because it's hand cut, there's no moisture in there, so it wouldn't actually stick to the plate. So that's the indication they give you to how fresh it is. And I saw how they were cutting it out the window, so yeah, it's the freshest beef I had in a while. Look, once again, it literally cooks in seconds. How long? How long was that? About 20 seconds? That's insane. Raw to cooked in literally 20 seconds. Right, dip it in some of our lovely sauce. Oh, look at that. On the left, I have the Chaoshan sauce, which is like kind of sweet, peanut buttery sauce mixed with like beef barbecue sauce as well. Over here, I have the typical southern hotpot sauce. If you want to know how to make this, please check out my hotpot video. This one, very nutty, umami, slightly sweet. Look at that. If you love peanut butter of any kind, this is for you. This one, look at the colours coming off here. It's very fresh, very vibrant. It'll definitely wake up your taste buds. If you like fresh, tangy taste, definitely go for this one. Look at the beef. Now, don't let the name water boiled beef fool you. It is anything but bland. The folks at Sichuan will never touch anything with their chopsticks unless it's the spiciest or the most flavorful. Right, they once again tenderize the beef with baking soda and cornstarch, and then marinate it as well. And it's layered. So at the bottom, they're usually bean sprouts. And then they cook the beef in a hot, oily broth, and then they douse it with chili and Sichuan peppercorns, and then they douse it with hot oil, so the garlic and the chili infuse with the beef. Right, taste test. Once again, yeah, it's very soft, very tender. You taste the garlic, taste the chili, taste the Sichuan peppercorn. And then that soaks in that chili broth, and it's absolutely delicious. Look. Oh. You don't really need to chew it. It's extremely tender. A lovely, lovely piece of beef. Right. The spiciness from the chili and the numbiness from the peppercorn and the softness of the beef and the oily, greasy aroma mixed together, it really, really hits the spot. Whoa, look at this piece here, covered in garlic. It's glistening, a load of oil, dip it in the grease. That is going to be a delicious mouthful of meat. So they cut the beef super thinly and finely. And at the bottom, we usually have a layer of vegetables. In this case, it's lettuce. And then they load the beef, okay, marinated beef. And then they pour hot, oily broth over it. So the broth cooks the beef. And then they layer it with chili, garlic, Sichuan peppercorns. And finally, they douse it with hot oil. So the oil and the meat and the broth fully infused together. And that's how you make Sichuan water boiled beef, 水煮牛肉. And it has to be one of the best ways of eating beef.